Okay. Hi. So, hello friends. Today we are going to learn about the cell, the fundamental unit of life. That is cell. Okay. In this chapter or in this topic, we are going to focus what is a cell and what it contains. So that we will focus. So on the screen, towards your left side of the screen, you are able to observe a one beautiful diagram which is represents a normal cell. You cannot assume this is a plant cell or animal cell. But one, if I like in later, you will get a clarity. If there is a cell wall, you will tell that directly the what plant cell. So now you assume this is a normal cell. So what are the inside parts going to be called it as? The very first point you should have a clarity what we are going to call them as a cell organelles. So what are the parts will be there? I'll be going to name towards the right side of the screen. First part we are having a that is cell wall. Okay, this is the layer we are having. Later, we'll be having a one flexible layer which is a plasma membrane. Later, the whatever the light green color you are saying that is the cytoplasm. That will be the third. So these are the two, three. Next. So after that, to remember, see, like we should have a long run, we should remember. So we cannot we cannot learn randomly the cell organelles. There should be some certain pattern we should follow. So here the pattern, like generally I'll be following is the what is that cell organelles we are going to categorize into the some criteria. That is that if it is a layered by a one membrane, so or maybe two membranes, or there will be no membrane, they are directly present in the cytoplasm. So that category. First double membrane we are having what is that? First nucleus. Here you are seeing a purple color one which is a nucleus. Next one. We are having later beside the nucleus we are seeing a one more which is a bean shaped whereas the orange color which is a mitochondria. This is also having a two layers. So if you clearly observe that it also made up of a outer membrane, the zigzag one will be the again a one more membrane. So two membranes. The plastid you can see two layers. Outer layer will be there and inner layer. So this is the three double membrane cell organelles. Later we are having a single membrane. There are four single membrane cell organelles. That is first one is the endoplasmic reticulum, which comes in a serial order of seven. Next later we are having a Golgi apparatus. Later will comes as a lysosome, ninth one. And then we will be having a large size of cell organelle, which is a vacuole. And here this all four comes under endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosome, vacuole. All four comes under single membrane. Later, we are having a non-membrane. You can see a small spherical structures or dot-like structures, which are called as what? Ribosomes. What is those ribosomes? Then we are having a once like a cylindrical shapes that is the centrioles, which are non-membrane upon organelles. These are the cell organelles we have. So overall, we that is the number we can give for ribosomes 10, and later last we are having a centrioles is the 11. So these are the cell organelles we are having. So overall, we are in this we are going to discuss. Out of that, in this video, we will try to finish the first three. What are the first three? Cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm. So I hope in this way, if you learn, names are finished. Okay. First three. Now in this slide, you can see the three cell organelles. The cell organelle number one, we have named it as a what is it? Cell wall. Is a outermost layer. Cell wall is a outermost layer. It is a rigid layer. Rigid means we know that it is a stiff layer. It is a stiff layer and it is a fully permeable in nature. It gives the shape. So it is a fully permeable and what is the nature? It is a dead in nature. Initially, whenever it is newly formed, it is a living only. Later, gradually it becomes as a dead. So this is a we are having. Next, the cell wall. Which type of organisms will have? Like it is not, it does not contain all the living organisms. There are particular organisms which are plants and bacteria and fungi are the organisms. Plants, fungi, bacteria are the organisms will be there. So one is first one it is present in the plant. That plant the chemical composition is cellulose. Whereas bacteria that is murin. Fungus it is again at a chitin. So this is the we are having. Okay. So now from this you can tell clearly that which type of organism it is absent. Animals it is absent. Simple. So that is cell is a fundamental, that is the cell wall is present in a few organisms only. That is plants and this one. What is the functional role of the cell wall? It gives the protection to the cell and it provides the shape to the cell and mechanical strength to the cell. Later, one more cell organelle, that second one will come as a flexible layer which is called as a plasma membrane or biomembrane or semi-permeable membrane you can call. So this is a flexible in nature and it's a semi-permeable outer layer, semi-fluid outer layer, and it controls what it will do. The functions means it controls the movement of water into the cell and out to the cell. And how it is designed? It is designed in with the proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. And the way it is present in all the living, yes, surely it is present in the all the living organism, no exceptions. Next. So that we are having. Next, in the inner we are having a cytoplasm, that is the liquid, the whatever we are having, it is called as cytoplasm, and only a liquid portion if you want to call it is called a cytosol. When it becomes a cytoplasm, whenever we add the cell organelle, that case it will becomes as a cytoplasm. And how it is the nature? It is a jelly-like fluid. Then how it is made up of? This is made up of a proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. Together, it will form as a jelly-like fluid, which is called as a cytoplasm. It is a homogeneous mixture. And what will be the use? Simple. Now, I'll be giving a one example regarding with the help of our house. So, in a house, what will be there? The outermost for everyone. If suppose this is our house. Okay, this house is surrounded by a boundary wall. Okay, same way, cell is also made up of a boundary wall, which we are going to call a cell wall. And later, after entering into the cell, what will be there? Again, we will be having a walls in our house. So that now it will be considered as a plasma membrane. Those are flexible in nature. So this how you can justify your my this explanation means simple into the wall or into your boundary or into your whatever the boundary wall is there, till that everyone will be allowed, whether no verification we will allow. But if you see into the main door, at the main door point, what we'll be doing, we'll verify whether the person belongs to that home or whether that person is not allowed. So that the checking process will be done same way in the plasma membrane also. That is the reason it is called a semi-permeable. Whichever required only, that only it will allow into the cell. So next, okay. After entering the home, what will be there? We'll be stepping into directly into the directly onto the bed. So where our bed or cot will be there on the floor. So the floor is a like a cell also will have a floor. That floor is what is that? Cytoplasm. So that cytoplasm is made up of a proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates, water. It becomes a jelly-like fluid. And cytoplasm will provide, say, what is that? The respiration and the base for the remaining cell organelles. So this is about the three cell organelles. Okay, once again, we will revise and we'll close this topic. We started a topic that is cell. Okay, study about the cell which is called as cytology. Okay, cell will be having a today we learned only a three cell organelles. Number one is the what is cell wall. Okay, next one we are having second we learned about that is plasma membrane or cell membrane you can call. Next third one we are having that is cytoplasm. So it is a deading layer, it is a living layer, and it's a floor for the slave. So next, so this is the point. Okay, now it gives shape. Even this gives a shape, and this gives a position for the remaining cell organelles, and gives a protection to the cell. So this is the what. So it is cell wall is present in plants, fungi, and bacteria. But it is present in all. It is present in all. So this we two three cell organelles we learned today. So I hope you have understood this topic, and we will continue the next. Next topic it is a double membrane cell organelles. We'll learn tomorrow's class. Thank you.